Today's Captain's Blog was made possible by a grant from Michael Loftus. Sad puppy is sad. Hi, how you doing? So, dog was stupid and hurt her foot. She pulled a toenail off, and there's a story. You want to tell them the story?
Well, we had to go to the vet because there was no way we could bandage that ourselves.
Yeah.
Or pull the nail off. And they decide that they're going to try to just clip it and bandage it. So she goes and gets a buddy at the vet. And then I hear them hollering and they need the girl up front. And then they pop their head and they say, so we're going to sedate her. And then I hear them.
Dog is stoned.
Wrestling. It took 3 of them to sedate her. And they couldn't sedate her through a vein like you're supposed to. They had to just poke her somewhere in the rear.
Okay.
So she's going to be out of it for a while.
Okay.
But they did cauterize it.
Okay, so she's okay?
Totally cool. As soon as the bandage falls off, she eats it off, whatever. We don't have to do anymore on her.
Okay. You don't have to have a cone.
No problem.
Dog is high.
And we were at the vet when they were in the middle of a power outage, and the vet was out sick because the vet had emergency kidney stone surgery.
Oh God.
So they were just kind of not sure what to do.
It's a whole day.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Elisa's was being
Hi,
kind of
puppy.
a pain in the butt wanting to play with Maggie, so we had to put the ladybug on her until Elisa's out.
The ladybug calms the dog?
Yep.
Or just embarrasses the dog so much?
I think it
that-
embarrasses her so much
Okay.
that she just is good.
Yeah. Ladybug of punishment.
Yep.
Hi.
Whenever she's bad, we bring out that.
Yes, we love you too. You're fine. So welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It's 12:56 hours on Monday, April 4th, 2016. And here, I'm going to hand this off to you for a moment. I have to go to my Palm Top computer. I want to thank Pete, who got into the Patreon. I want to thank Jason Halverston, who was already into Patreon at $5 but upped it. Thank you, sir. I want to thank Jake Smith, who's in for $1, and Andrew Ruttenberg, who's in for $1. All of you gentlemen are new to the Patreon, and there's a thank you thing that you'll get. I just set it all up. If you didn't get the thank you thing and you don't know the super secret password for the super secret Patreon IRC chat room, let me know and I will get this information to you. If you're a viewer of the blog and you're in my Patreon and you have not yet gotten the super secret password and information for the Patreon IRC chat room, send me an email, just info@thegeekgroup.org will get you right to me. Send me an email and I'll make sure that you are indeed on the list and I will get you the password and login info. So yeah, I did that. There's a ton of new Patreon videos just went out. I've been telling hilarious, embarrassing sex stories because people go nuts for them and I'm just going to keep doing it. I've got like probably half a dozen new ones going out in the next 48 hours.
So Jake is Zipperus.
Huh?
Jake, one of your new viewers.
That's Ziff?
Ziff.
Kick-ass. Okay.
He wanted to get on the fun.
Cool.
So guess what I don't get today?
What?
A laser cutter.
Why not? It's Monday. It's coming on Monday.
Oh
Oh shit. What
my God.
happened?
They lost it.
They lost it.
It's a 300-pound skid.
And it's just somewhere.
Maybe it's in Chicago, but we have to go check.
Okay.
So they want to deliver it tomorrow.
That's fine.
I was so looking forward to it coming and getting to spend the day laser cutting.
You've got celery. And baby carrots. You got baby carrots.
Yes, I'm having a snack because I ran this morning.
How far did you run today?
10K.
10K. And how fast did you run 10K?
51 minutes and 36 seconds.
What's your average mile there?
8:14.
8:14? Boston time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's that. I've been on the internet all morning working on getting us yet another robot, and it's a little baby robot. It's a little baby robot that can be mounted tabletop, a sturdy tabletop, but tabletop, and it plugs in a regular wall. It doesn't need 483 phase, and we can use this for like, if I'm trying to get a handful of small robots because we need about half a dozen down there, and I want to have a couple that we can take around as portable demos. So we're hunting robots. I'm pushing a robot army. I'm on robotics right now. That's my focus for this week is robotics. So I'm gonna go check on the robots. What? Hi. you poor dog and the ladybug. I know. They're making you wear the ladybug.
She was just sitting on the floor, rolling back and forth.
You are so high. Dog can't handle her high. Hi. Poor dog.
They call it dog drunk.
Dog drunk? Okay. I see there's tidying and cleaning happening. This is good. Okay, keep rocking. So, lots of new Patreon videos, lots of new Patreon people, new robot. What else do I have for you guys? I think that's everything for the morning. My whole morning's been working on robot stuff. What are you doing?
What's up?
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm cutting a sheet of Fresnel lens. Fresnel.
So you're going to cut a Fresnel lens.
Yep, I'm going to cut a Fresnel lens into a circular shape.
Okay, you want to make a circle
I'll make a circle.
with a panel saw.
I'm cutting off the excess to make it easier to move around.
How are you going to cut the circle?
Cut the circle with that saw right over there.
With the...
Well,
Okay.
there's a way to do it with the table saw.
Yeah, but you're braver than I am. What are you making?
What am I making? I'm making kind of a solar oven, basically.
Okay.
But my real intent is to boil water.
Okay, boiling water is easy. Why does it need to be a circle?
Because that fits the parabolic that I have.
You have a parabolic reflector.
Yes.
And you want to add a Fresnel to a parabolic reflector.
Yes.
Parabolic reflector first or Fresnel first?
Fresnel first, then
Okay.
parabolic.
Okay.
And then this, but I have dual purpose for the parabolic.
Okay. Because you're getting into a world that I've had to fight before, and I'm
Fight?
trying to
Oh.
save you some headaches.
Okay, good.
And
Please do that.
simple things like, does it really have to be round? If it doesn't have to be round, framing it is a lot easier, and you don't have to cut the damn thing.
Well, part of my design criteria is based on transportability
Okay.
in basically Equatorial Africa.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
round shapes get carried on heads very easily for long distances.
True. Okay.
So,
But with this, there's going to be a frame around it at some point.
yes, just right over here. Right up there.
That's this?
That's the-
Oh, it's a drum hoop. Okay, cool. And bead a caulk around there to hold it in. Simple, maybe a rubber grommet of some manner.
He's got it right there. Right.
Oh, that. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Sleeve for it.
Well, this is designed for something at like 3/8 inch thick.
Yeah.
That's a lot thinner, so you're going to have something in between. I like the idea. Solar oven for Equatorial Africa.
Well, it's really not an oven, but it is an oven.
You're boiling water with
I'm boiling
sunlight.
water, and I'm collecting the steam and using it as purified water.
Kick ass. That's a cool idea.
And you can, in theory, you should be able to do it on salt water or mud puddles
Yeah?
and everything in between. So,
Okay.
and since the sun is only no more than 5 degrees off of perfect zero, I just need to float on water.
I want to see how this works out. If you hit a headache, let me know. But
Okay.
we do a whole video series on the solar death ray.
Oh.
So I've had to fight big Fresnel lenses and bloody huge parabolic mirrors and all that jazz. So I see we get a lot of guys doing solar power stuff. So it's like, okay, hang on. Let's look at the big picture. Where can we make this simpler and easier? And circles are harder than squares. Just fundamentally, circles are harder than squares.
But they're better too.
Why?
The structure is more solid.
You take your circular frame, and I'll make a crappy wooden frame, and I'll bet my square wooden frame is stronger than your circle frame. There's mathematically, there's things that make sense, but when it comes to practical, simple, make it work, make it move, choochiness, rectangular and square frames can be easy for stuff like this.
Okay.
That's just from like having to build it, and it isn't.
This is me repurposing a large parabolic reflector.
If you need another big
White.
lens like that, let me know.
Yeah.
Where's the reflector?
That's actually on the car still. I can only carry anything at a time.
I understand. I'd like to see it when you bring it in later. Okay. If you need more Fresnel lenses like that, let me know. I can probably hook you up. That's really good. Cool. Thank you, sir. It's good meeting you. You're helping on this? What's in the box? It's our festival box. Oh, this is the sexy saw. That's a whole lot of jigsaw you got there.
Yeah.
That's sexy. Has she been swearing yet?
I think she has.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
What's up? You called?
Yes.
Okay.
I know what I need to do, but it's going to require that machine to be restarted.
I'm going to have to restart that machine a few times before we're done. I'm trying to get everything set up and ready before I do the restart, and then we do the restart. Because I got to change the batteries out in it. These machines want to be on all the time and never want to turn off.
Yeah.
And drop kicking 95 into shutdown is bad.
Yeah.
I'm trying to minimize that. The batteries have already been ordered and will be here real soon now. Once the batteries are in, they're much happier machines. So don't turn them on or off until then. They'll go down. I'll do a huge amount of shit to it, put the batteries in it, the new cables, the KVM stuff, all that, and then we'll turn them on, and they never turn off.
Okay,
That's where we're headed.
So I should make the changes ahead of time.
Yes, you can get
Just-
everything ready, make all the changes.
Just don't reboot it.
Okay, you'll know when I have to reboot it. I'll make sure you're here. Okay, we'll do it as a team effort. But don't turn the fucking thing off.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That's why we asked you instead of me.
That's all I needed to know.
I have coming robot stuff tomorrow, and I have a line on, nothing is confirmed yet, but I have a line on another robot.
Which is gonna
Baby
go-
robot.
Okay.
Baby robot. KR2. Plugs in the wall. It's a little baby robot. So we have a line on
Plugs
one,
into the
nothing.
wall.
Yeah, it plugs at like 120 volt, plug in the wall, which is huge. Hugely cool because
That is.
it's portable. I can take it around to events and demos and stuff, and that's a really big deal. So we're working on that. Nothing's confirmed yet. It's just very initial early stages, but I've been working on this all morning.
Axis 5.
Axis 5.
I would like to get some oil in here. I want to get some in just through this port here.
Okay.
And then I want to see about getting in here. We might be able to do the Jeff.
Find the manual.
Yep.
They're going to have details as to how to put oil in and
Yep.
drain oil. All that. Get that data,
Yep.
and then we'll do it. But I'm all for it.
Alright.
Yeah.
You want me to just get Batman to help me, or you want me to call you in?
I want to be in on this. This sounds like
Okay,
fun.
of course you do.
I think that just pops
Yeah,
off
that'll
like
just
that.
pop off like that.
But I think for oil, what you actually want is this port on the back.
That's what I'm figuring.
Yeah, I think that's the oil fill and drain. I think what we do is we tip Axis 5 up and drain it out the bottom into a bucket, and then we tip it down and refill it with new oil. But we have to figure out what oil we want, and we want to do it by the book. But I know this robot needs lube because when we popped open this the other day, we saw rust in there, and that's bad.
But the stuff we put in here is not going to get into the belt.
No,
so
it can't
that's
get
gonna
across.
go
It
here.
nicely drips out the bottom here.
So all of these 2 points we're going to have to get into.
Yep, we just have to be careful on this because inside this cavity is just gears. We're fine. But inside this cavity is belts.
Yes, and they're under a lot of tension.
That's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried that we put an oil in there and that oil causes the belts to rot.
Well, no, we find the right oil.
Yes, so we have to find the compatible oil. The right oil is going to be some KUKA specific part. No, oh, fuck, how expensive that's going to be.
Dominic will know.
Dominic will know.
Dominic is online right
Andrew might know as well.
now. Okay.
And so poke him. We'll see.
Awesome, thank you.
Where are you at on KVM stuff? Have you talked to Trevor Lockley yet? Talk to Trevor. He just ordered a thing.
KVM for what?
Well, not a KVM, but a KVM extension, but not like so. What we want is to simply extend the keyboard and mouse from that computer out, back, around, out, and there's going to be a pair of workstations either right here or right here. And he's already bought it on eBay. We also need to find a 4-port VGA splitter for each machine. We already have one there. We need one for there. Each machine needs 4 VGA outs. One local for the monitor on the box, one for the monitor on the wall, one for the remote workstation, which has the monitor and the keyboard and mouse, and then one that gets converted to SD composite video and goes off to the live stream so that we can put any robot on a live stream. We're going to plan at this stage for a 3-robot setup. We've only got 2, but a third one's going to come someday, and I want to be ready when it gets here. And I'll have the base plate for both of these quite possibly tomorrow. I'll definitely have the base plate for that. I may have a base plate for both. And if we have both, we can get either one of them working, which would be really, really cool. So yeah, that's where we're at. I will have tables for the workstations this week. We'll have desks out here. You guys can make the computers easy. I've already talked to Brian about that. And we got to get it all comes together this week. We need to unfuck the mess. And that rack is going to just go away, and we're going to have a desk. It may be a single desk with 2 workstations on it, but probably I'll have 3 desks or 2 desks in here. So that's the plan. Cool? Any questions? Cool. All right. We'll be back. No, well, we're gonna need a regular KVM extender. So that donation of stuff that was over there, I just went through it, and I just found these. Focus, you fuck. There you go. These were in the box on an antique keyboard setup. AT and serial on one side, lovely PS2 on the other. These just came in a donation, so cool. This is useful, and I'll put the AT plug there, which will get us a PS2 out, and a serial plug here. I'm going to see if I can find a second COM port on the computer somewhere. But there's a COM 1 out the front, which, if nothing else, gives us a connection for a mouse. And I plugged the serial mouse in here, and it works. There, so now we gotta do is get PS2 connections all the way out. At least that's something easier. Came with this old Logitech thing, a Logitech cordless desktop CRD3 Dual. It's got to be old RF shit. And it came with this, and there's a cordless mouse with it that I'm not going to trust with big robots, but it's something. So, what?
They appear to have painted over the labels on Andrew. I need any information that you have that would be
on that
those
robot?
labels. It appears to not have labels.
Well,
So unless you took them off.
I took the label off that one. Oh yeah, they painted right over it, didn't they?
Any chance you could reach out to the donors, see what they can find out that would have been on there?
I can try. I know it's a KR200.
Okay.
That much I know. It's a KR200. But you can tell it's a 200 because it's got the counterweight. So let's just go with ISO standard KR200 data for now. And the only thing on there is it'll tell you it's a KR200.
Yeah.
It weighs this much and it was made this year.
Yeah.
I know it's a early 2000s vintage, like 2003, and it weighs whatever a KR200 weighs.
If we ever need that information later, now is our best chance.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you.
I'm gonna see if I can chemically strip the label. But I have to find a way to chemically strip the label without chemically stripping the ink off the label. Let's figure this out. Hi there guys, I'm Chris Boden. Welcome to the Geek Group. It's time for viewer mail at 14:05 hours on Monday, April 4th, 2016. And we got a box. Lithium metal battery. It's a surprisingly light box to be from a battery case. And it's CMOS batteries. There's no note. There's no note. There's enough to last a couple lifetimes. 2032 batteries. Legit. Jesus, there's a ton of them. Well, we have 2032 batteries. So, thank you. Who sent them in? I think it might be KB3PXR.
It's the battery fairy.
Yeah? KB3PXR, you are now officially the battery fairy, according to this.
Leave your phone under your pillow and the battery carry might.
Oh dear.
So I just mark it down depending on how bad it is.
There's no note. It's neon orange. Oh, you guys are assholes.
I'm betting that's Dan.
I'm gonna wear this with pride.
Robot killer.
I'm gonna wear that when we do a robot video.
It's so subtle too.
Well, it's Kuka orange with the prototype striped blue, so it's lovely. That's the best shirt I've had in a while. I like that. See, I don't mind if you make fun of me as long as you do it in fun and clever ways. Also, that has the advantage of being a shirt that is in a color I'll wear and is actually appropriate to wear in front of a crowd. I may have to wear that for a tour day. What in God's name? A 6'9" nylon hammock. Is it a hat?
That's a cat bed.
Oh! This could be a good look for me. We could do this.
Oh, poop flap.
It's soft too. I think I have a loincloth now.
I think there's a bed for both of the Chris Bodens.
I can't quite latch it, but this is a cat.
That's a cat bed.
That's a cat
It's a
bed.
cat hammock
And a people
and
hammock.
a people hammock. I know the picture I want to get. We need, when the base plates come for Heather and Andrew, we need to hang a hammock between them. That would be an awesome picture.
Actually, we can do one from Andrew to Justin, then one from Justin to Andrew, and then like get 2 or 3 going.
That's pretty cool. Also good for catching really big minnows. Huh. Who sent this in? Whoever you are, you have an interesting sense of humor. The hammock isn't for me.
Is that from Tinker?
The hammock is for you, and I think it's from Tinker, and it didn't have Beck's name on it. I checked. So this is for the staff in the robot cage to be able to have happy cuddle nap time. So this is your hammock, and this is for the cat.
Is it from Tinker?
I think it's from Tinker, judging by what they're saying. And that is viewer mail for today. So one side of it, you know, if you put this in a corner of the cage,
The cat will gladly ignore it.
yeah, but you put the cat on it and say, hey, it's nap time. But you
It's
gotta.
all about warm, fuzzy places.
He is.
All right, you guys get to figure out how to ensure happy, safe comfort for that damn cat. And there you go. Okay. And you have a robo hammock. You're set. I think this may be in context of the fact that you are frequently into the cage and the last person in the building, and frequently in the cage being the first person in the building in the morning.
Especially last Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, I'm totally okay with this. But You have not gone unnoticed. And on Sunday when you weren't in the cage, Tyler was. He was in there all day sanding robots. So it's kind of
Well,
cool.
we better get that set up for Tyler too, huh?
A big transformer just kicked in $5. Thank you guys. We have a giant donation pickup happening tomorrow. We've already rented the truck. Everything's in motion. We have 3 different places we're picking up gear from. Such awesome things include an entire new master control setup for the live stream. Like all the jank desks and that, the old ARC desk, gone. All new stuff, and it's right angles as opposed to what we have up there, which is the wrong angles. And it's a whole new master control setup. We have a ton of broadcast and audio-visual equipment coming, and major new parts for the robots. So we should, by the end of Tuesday, if all goes well, we could have 2 working robots in the cage, depending on anchoring and stuff like that. We only have $400 to raise on this fundraiser. We're $5 in already, thanks to Big Transformer. So you guys rock out on that during the day, and I will probably be doing a show tonight with requests and all the usual so that we can raise the money that we need to be able to do the big Detroit trip tomorrow. You guys have fun. That's viewer mail for today. I'm Chris Boden. You're not, and we'll be back after lunch. See you guys.
Quinn's Vape Supply is your source for high-quality e-cig products. At Quinn's, you'll find over 80 different flavors of e-liquids, from exotic fruit flavors to traditional tobacco flavors, and everything in between. There's an e-liquid for everyone. Quinn's is also the exclusive supplier of the Chris Boden Signature Series. Not sure which flavor's for you? Check out one of the Flavor Flights for a sampling of different flavors. All e-liquids have customizable nicotine levels ranging from 0 to 24 milligrams, so you can control how much nicotine you're vaping. Quinn's is an authorized Inikin dealer, and they carry a variety of e-cigs and accessories. Quinn's has everything you need to vape exactly how you like. Quinn's Vape Supply is exclusively online, and they offer priority mail shipping for all domestic orders. So head on over to QuinnsVapeSupply.com. That's QUINNS vapesupply.com and start vaping right today.
So VNC is installed on here. Dominic has access. Everything's cool. And Paul's installing VNC on Andrew, getting that sorted out. And Mitch is here cutting things, breaking things, causing problems.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, you having fun?
Yeah.
Cool. So what you got going on?
Hoping to get the wiring started on Curly so we can control him from an Arduino. I've got some motor controllers coming later this week, so we're going to be trying to figure out how to read the encoders on the motors and control the motors. And once we figure out how to do one corner, it'll be copy pasta on the code to get all 3 corners, and then hopefully he'll be driving.
Cool. I'm excited.
Should be fun.
What do you got going on, Batman?
Loading up Jerry's car for tomorrow. I got tools for tearing down furniture. I got straps, bungees, and blankets up the yin yang. Picking up fresh tarps for the weather because all the tarps I own are shite. But yeah, and then I got the trailer, dollies, tires filled up. I should be ready for tomorrow.
Cool.
Really need to look into getting a hitch put into my car.
Yeah.
Use it as
Yeah, you can totally do that. What do you got going on?
Huh?
What you doing?
Getting ready to bring up like a whole bunch of like recycling scrap.
Oh, cool. That's good. We got a big recycling trip happening this week. We're starting the big spring cleaning because we're about to bring several truckloads of shit into the building. So we got to bring truckloads of stuff out. Are you bringing the beautification? Well, that's better than it was.
Yeah, it's not going back unless we have a support there.
Put a support there. Get with editor on that. He can make it happen.
Alright. It's prototypey.
It's prototypey?
Yeah.
Is it bad?
No, it's not bad. If I did this at work, I'd feel bad. For my free time, I'll take it.
Oh, hey, look at that. That's not bad.
So we've got two little DC to DC converters. One's going to be 24, one's going to be 5.
Okay.
Relay board. One of these will be turning on and off the brakes.
Okay.
The rest of them will be, I don't know, turning on lights, shooting Nerf guns, whatever.
Okay.
Arduino Duo or something. DUE.
Do it.
Due.
It's Italian.
Italian. It's Italian. That's like 94 megahertz or something like that. And then we've got DC bus, or ground bus, and that'll be 24 and 5.
Cool.
And then motor controllers.
Motor controllers.
As of yet, not
a lot of them
here. Yes, a lot of them.
And then you got to get your GPIO set up for these.
Yeah, that'll be one of our 56 IOs.
To be able to read them and actuate them. To deploy. Down to read.
Yeah, and if those are 24 volt, that'll be more...
Focus, you fuck! That's not working.
That'll be more relayage.
Cool. That's neat.
So that's that.
That's a productive use of your afternoon.
Yep. I'll take it.
Cool. You gonna be back tomorrow?
Probably.
It's gonna be a big day tomorrow.
That's what I've heard.
Lots and lots of shit going on this week.
Yep.
I want to see this thing working. I want to see you interface a Spectrum receiver into that. Like a nice 9-channel receiver.
To that end.
Oh, yeah.
We got some 10-inchers, because that's going to be behind some aluminum, probably.
Yeah.
And I don't want to put a receiver in a big aluminum box, because that's called a Faraday cage. And that won't work very well.
Well, it'll be pretty easy to, like, mount the receiver here.
Yep.
And have the antennas up here, just a little bit.
Little drink straw.
Yeah. Cool.
Forward progress.
And just so you guys know, today's Captain's Blog was made possible by a grant from Michael Loftus. He's the guy today. Michael Loftus. We like him. If you want to have your own day sponsorship of the Captain's Blog, get on my Patreon. Anybody who's at the $25 a month level or more, which is like the big swinging dick level on Patreon, at least for my Patreon. There's guys that do way more than that, but I'm not that cool. You get to be a day sponsor, and at least once a month. I usually start them at the beginning of the month, and I just run through the list. Sometimes I double up because I just get bored. But yeah, you get a day. Today is the day of Michael Loftus. This is cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's neat. I want to see it move. God. And tomorrow, base plate. And then we bolt it to the floor. Then it can move. It can do things. And Dominic, this will actually be out before you're up. Dominic, that one's on the network now and you can get access into it. So you have access here and here. And if there's a miracle tomorrow, it could happen. It could happen that tomorrow that robot comes online as well. You could have 3 working robots in the cage. That's not up to me. I'm just along for the ride, but it could happen. It's possible. It'd be way cool as hell. What are you doing? Why is that piece of shit on the hoist again?
Because it's getting an oil change before it drives to Detroit.
Oh, you're taking that to Detroit tomorrow for the Detroit trip? Okay.
It's 4,000 miles over.
You're 4,000 miles over your oil change thing? You're a bad man and you're mean to that car.
Yeah, not as mean as the mechanics. They
Why?
put a oil filter from a 2.7 on there.
What's that?
5.7.
And it's 4,000 miles over.
Yes, yeah. So it's like
You're gonna get punished by the Dodge gods. What are you up to? Relays.
Specifically, the relay board that I made to fix the focus ring problem of the mast camera.
So it'll focus now?
Once I put this in, yeah.
Where do you got to put that at?
It goes inside the housing underneath the camera.
Okay, so that's an outdoor thing.
Yes.
That ain't happening today.
No. Well, no, what I'm going to do
It's snowing sideways. That ain't happening today.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and I'm going to take the camera housing off and bring it inside and put it in.
Okay.
Then I'll put it back up.
Kick ass. I look forward to being able to have focus.
Indeed.
And then we just got to figure out how to get it on the live stream, through the thing, and then I got a roof camp, got the show and the thing. Ah! I'm gonna go do a live show now. So you guys have fun. I'm gonna edit this, and I'm about to beg you all for money because we have to raise like just a few $100 for the big Detroit trip tomorrow. So you guys have fun. I'm Chris Boden. You're not. And that's today's Captain's Blog. See ya. Today's Captain's Blog was made possible by a grant from Michael Loftus.